Hello everyone, this is Krasis, back again with another FFYLands gear showcase. Today we'll be looking at the Bekah, a beloved weapon by many, and it retains most of its vanilla behavior in this mod. It's still a pearl, it's an uncommon pearl, so it's not necessarily going to be super strong at endgame, but the Bekah in particular I think is actually quite usable at OP10, for a character like Axton especially. And this specific Bekah, I have the multi-shot mod, which is an FFYLands accessory, which just, that'll just give it 2 times the pellets, among some other things. And as well as perfect parts. You can see the bandit grip on here, that's just like a mesh that's overlaid. The actual part that's under it is a Jakobs grip. You might be able to see that if you have a keen eye. Either way, other unique things about the weapon is that its fire rate is a little slow, which for a Jakobs assault rifle. It's still like gonna be able to fire at a decent speed, as you can see, but it's not as fast as other Jakobs ARs. I think everything else is about the same. Maybe it has a faster reload speed. But other than that, it deals like way more crit damage. Has explosive splash damage on the main pellet, that is, because there are additional pellets that follow after a delay. Those don't have the explosive splash damage, and those do scale with grenades, so that makes it even better on Axton. I believe there's 3 of those pellets. It also has a scope module, which just increases the bullet speed and crit damage. Let me see if I can compare that. So that stops there. You might be able to tell that it stops a bit later with the scope module. But it's even with the explosive splash damage and grenade boost, a gun like this should be pretty good on Zero too. Maybe even some other characters. But today we're going to be looking at it on Axton, and I think we'll just get right into it. Oh yeah, and I'm using the Devastator because in my experience it was pretty comparable to the Stinger, if not a bit better. And this is the build I decided to go with. I did not decide to rely on the grenade damage, or the splash damage, I should say, because the gun itself dealt quite a lot of damage. I think it was better to gear my build towards having the nice tools in the right tree than like dipping all of my points down here for the explosive damage to boost that splash damage. It would have helped, but the bullets itself on this gun do a lot of damage as well. I got steady for the recoil reduction, as without it, it had a little bit of recoil, and just to help with the splash damage a little bit there. But let's get straight into it. I'm gonna have to, yeah, okay, there we go. Now because of the delayed bullets, you're gonna have to like get a little used to using it that way. But as you can see, it does really great crit damage. Let's throw my turret out here. And it's also great at long range. That's another nice thing about this weapon. I mean, my frames are choppy right now. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. Let's get this guy slagged up. Getting a lot of good damage there now. But even if you're not hitting crit hits, which you should be with this weapon because it does way better when you're hitting crits, it can rack up damage quite decently on the body, as you can kind of see there. That was not looking so clean. Let's slag that guy. Try to not miss our critical hits. Damn it. This guy's got an annoying gun. Dealt some good damage there. It takes a bit getting used to become good with this weapon.
Hello there,
because of the projectile delay, and you have to like aim in a certain way when you're trying to crit enemies. But when you do land those crits consistently, the damage on this thing is quite rewarding. See if we can do a lot to this guy. I'm not really using it that well, as you could kind of see there. I wasn't really critting him a lot. But I'm trying my best here. Landed that crit. Where's that guy going? This is weird. Oh, that's a bolt loader, not an exploder. Try to hit his left arm. Stood on my turret here so I don't just get fucked. Let that guy explode on my turret. Finally kill that bowl loader. Now I deal with the hot loaders. Nice. I was getting some crits there and I was able to shred him quite well with my turrets out and my kill skills active. Metal Storm I do find useful on this gun because it pretty much lets you fire as fast as you pull the trigger like any other normal Jakobs gun, which with the Bekah normally you wouldn't be able to necessarily do that because of the capped fire rate. And the range that this weapon offers you is really quite a luxury too. You might not be so used to being able to play so far away. Well, this hot loader is really encroaching on my personal space. Oh, that sucks. Should be able to get a second one here because of the move speed offered from Latch to Shepherd. Kill that exploder before it becomes a problem. Let's blow up that barrel before it hurts us. I think there's a hot loader around. That's an exploder. Kill him, kill that ARR. Oh, wait, that's a hot loader. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try to get some distance here and slag him, so let's slag him again. Still failing to slag, but we'll just lay into him now. Hopefully I don't just die. Kind of playing pretty badly right now, unfortunately. I can't really see that well given all the stupid particle effects that this guy's spitting in my face. Honestly, get pretty annoyed with stuff like that. There we go. Using up quite a bit of ammo on this thing. Another thing I forgot to mention is the increased ammo cost. It doesn't just consume like 1 ammo per shot, it's 5, which pretty fair trade-off. You might run out of ammo with it on other characters like Zero, but Axton and his, I forget the name of the skill, but the skill that gives you like 2 times the ammo capacity with assault rifles really gives you a lot of leeway with a gun like this. And of course we'll be able to buy some ammo right here. It's hard for me to see where this guy's crit spot is because of all the visual pollution, dude. don't think this thing is going to do that great on Harley. It probably will if I manage to land all the crits, but that might be difficult. I guess I should die. Now let's see where our badass spawns are. Got one right here. Let's not fail to slag him. Wait for him to stop shooting a little bit, and then let's lay into him. Let me corrode him for my own safety. I think I'm missing a lot of crits on him, which is unfortunate. I don't really know why I'm missing so much. Yeah, I was able to do damage to him. I guess my aim was just very slightly off. How are you not dead? Alright, let's see if we can kill Hurley quickly. Alright, he's slagged. Let's lay into his crits. Good damage there. He's moving around a bit, which is really unfortunate. I can't crit him very consistently. But when we do crit him, we do see some decent chunks. And that wasn't bad, especially for an uncommon pearl. Get that thing pretty early into UVHM, if you're lucky. And it's a pretty unique weapon as well. I think it's fairly fun to use. You don't get to see Jakobs assault rifles in the base game. I actually haven't used them much in FFYLands. Were pretty underwhelming, so it's nice to see a good one that isn't too like crazy of a gun that has its own unique playstyle. Although the Bekah certainly does have its things that make it quite unique. But it still feels like a Jakobs assault rifle at the end of the day, which is I think is part of the reason a lot of people like the gun. Aside from it being one of the few actually good pearls in vanilla Borderlands 2. Anyway, I'll stop my rambling and the recording. We'll see you guys next time.